let's talk jobs that I have previously had. I just want to get ready with me on this look, so that will be on my page, and also I test out a new foundation, so that should be on my page, or it should be coming, so follow to make sure you see that. So yeah, I'm going to tell you jobs that I have previously had, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one, like some secrets. I might have to do this in parts because obviously I'm not going to be able to fit in everything about every job, but let's get started. So the first ever job I've ever had when I was younger was working in admin for the council, and I worked there for like a month and then I quit. Something about me that you need to know is that I will not stay at a job that I don't like. Now, a lot of people see that as like job hopping and like, oh my god, like you're never going to be successful if you job hop. Well, I would rather be happy, you know? So then I left that, and then I worked at TK Maxx. I've had a few in between little bits and babs, but we're not going to talk about them because they're rubbish. Then I worked at TK Maxx, and honestly, I was so shy back then. Like, I was so shy. And I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but my manager was horrible. Like, he was horrible. He literally said to me one day when I was sick, I phoned in, my first ever sickness, I phoned in and I said, hi, like, I'm really, really ill, do I have to come in? He said, remember you're a Christmas temp, you're replaceable, so I'd advise you to come in. I was literally waiting. So I was like, okay, and I went in and I was literally stuck on changing rooms all day. We were meant to rotate, but he just left me on changing rooms all day. And yeah, I threw up again, and he was moaning at me in the office. I started crying because I was only like 17 or 18, moaning at me in the office about me being replaceable, like trying to go home. And I was like, right, okay. And then the big boss came in, and then he let me go home. When she came in, he was like, how are you, babe? Fuck off. Sorry if you're watching this, but you were really horrible, and I was only 17. Then I worked at a chippy, which I've already told a story time about with the weird boss, so if you want to see that, go on my page. Then I worked at Superdrug for 3.5 years. Absolutely loved Superdrug. I mean, I have a few people that hated working there. Like, I know a few people that have said they hated it, but I loved it, and I think it was the people in my work that made it. Like, I loved my manager. She was unreal. She was amazing. All my team were amazing. We just had a pure laugh because they had headsets, and it was just so good. I actually didn't dread going into work. Like, I loved everyone in there. I'll be able to tell you a bit more about it, but I'm just running down them now. Then I worked in Taco Bell for 2 days. I quit 2 days in. Like, I was like, no. The cheese sauce comes out of a tap. What? I can go into more depth about any of these, by the way, so just let me know. And then I worked in a little cafe for like a month or two. It was so bad. So bad. They just stuck me on tills the full time, didn't give me tasks. So then I left, and I now work at a care home and do social media. I only work 3 days a week because I do social media. So yeah, let me know if you want more.